So, Mr. Margaret, you have the floor, sir. Well, you're trying to be independent and objective. Okay, let me explain the point of order. There's going to be 5 minutes presentations by the speakers, and then there's going to be at least one cycle of conversation, of discussion with all 5. If I see people taking their mobile phones, I will stop. This will mean that they will feel tired. Okay, Mr. Margaris. A general comment on what have we touched upon following the presentation by the Minister. Yes, the first presentation is free, but it's going to be on the agenda, okay? Indeed, the Minister talked about all the issues pertaining to RES. The state, the bodies who take part in the energy transition. I believe that from our side at IPTO, we try to describe the situation in the energy in the electrical power system of the country, and I've tired people measuring gigawatts, etc. People come across me and tell me, okay, we know by heart how many gigawatts are there, etc. So I'd like to explain, and I think that people in the sector will already know about that, the issue of the offers for connecting the electrical space, the offers that we can have, etc., is a strictly technical matter, and it is pertinent to the way with which these RES projects will be operating in the coming years. The truth is that currently there has been expectations. There have been expectations built. There's a build-up of expectations regarding RES market in Greece with investors both from Greece as well as from abroad that we can do better, that we can do more. So I totally agree that this is a critical crossroads in the energy transition of the country where we need to make some difficult decisions as to how we're going to go on. And now it's high time we think about storage, energy storage. This could have been earlier, but the thing is, how quickly can we, from now on, add the storage element in the system? For the obvious reasons that there are vis-à-vis the electric space, etc. I think that we're going to hear more on that by professors, in particular Professor Papathanasiou, with whom we cooperate. So we try to show and calculate how much electrical space we can gain depending on the gigawatts stored in the system. This is not enough, however. We definitely need to have something that is not there in the country, a reasonable modern framework of curtailments, as is the case for other international markets where we have high penetration levels. The third thing is that definitely we need to try at least to speed up the growth and development of new networks. This acceleration goes through licensing, as we have repeated many times. So if we are able to speed up the process for the maturation of new projects of networks, this will greatly help the penetration of RES in the future. But we simply have to be calm and cautious. We need to strike a balance. It's difficult. On the one hand, the RES market should not stop, should not freeze. Investment interest should not be reduced because indeed, okay, we see 15 gigawatts of projects that buy in space today. Some of them might never take place. So we need to keep on giving access to the networks, But this will have to be done, taking into consideration the possibilities of storage, plus the injection curtailment, the injection limitations, and the curtailments. At some point in the past, things were much more open. We didn't need to have such limitations. Now, to connect these two international connections, this is the only way in order for Greece to become an exporting country for green energy, because we've all understood that the areas in Greece will not be consumed exclusively in the country. There is no such demand. Therefore, we have started a new strategy. This does not mean that this has never been in the scope, but for reasons that pertain to a new dynamic, we have new projects with Italy, etc., and we have also the connection project with Germany. If we are to indeed export these green energy gigawatts produced by onshore and offshore stations, that's something that would also allow us to become exporters of green energy that we get from other countries in the neighborhood, Egypt, Middle East, Saudi Arabia, etc. Technology today that is there for such type of connections has made progress in the past few years. Such type of interconnections would seem exotic, but currently we are at a phase where we have the implementation of such connections, and we are pioneers here vis-a-vis the length of the connections and the technology. I'm talking about the technology that we use. So therefore, these connections are the means through which there will be experts. Definitely a piece of the puzzle will be important and will have to do with storage. Part of this energy will remain in the country, and we will be using it whenever there is a need. And of course, the end will not be in 2030. Obviously, we need to start planning how we are going to move ahead to 2035, to 2040, hoping that we'll have other tools in our hands by then, be it hydrogen generation. And definitely this will play a very important part if we have increased use of power in other uses as well, because it has been proven that this is a sector that will become green in an easier way as compared to other sectors of the economy. So I'd like to summarize here saying that what we need is to adopt a very calm and cold-blooded approach regarding energy. There is no magic solution. There is no magic wand. Believe me, we have exhausted all means to get to know from other markets what happens in the UK, who have made important progress there, what happens in Ireland, in Spain, in Portugal, with operators with whom we are in contact to exchange experience. So I would encourage you to do the same, to see what's going on in this country, and you'll see that they have the exact same questions. What happens with the offers for connection? What happens with the other networks? So as Greece, and we need to be proud of that, we are spearheading the transition, and this, of course, is combined with problems. I think that I won't take more of your time.